Hey everyone, welcome back to Hooks and Hammers, building gear, breaking limits. Today we're tying some killer bucktail onto our custom Do-It FBB-4-A brush jigs. This isn't just any bucktail, it's the stuff that smallmouth dreams are made of. Let's jump right in and make some magic happen. And just to go over our materials quickly, if you haven't checked out our previous videos, I have our brush jigs here that are painted and cured. We have 3 different colors that I did. My favorite color first was black. Second favorite, which is the green pumpkin and red flake. And then a new color that I've bought recently from ProTech Powder Paints, which is copper, and that comes with a green or teal flake in it. I'm also using a spool of thread, in the 210 size. I have scissors to trim my bucktail and the thread. I have my 2 bucktails in natural and olive. I'm hoping to add, I have a bunch of buddies that are helping me out who are more hunter than I am, and I'm kind of just on the fisherman side of things. So I'm really excited to actually have a bunch of bucktails to do some videos on dyeing those some different colors. So stay on the lookout for that in the near future. So I should be getting those bucktails pretty soon. Other than that, of course, we have the vise that grips tighter than my wallet during tackle sales. So that is kind of my lineup of materials today. The first step for today's video is we're gonna lock a jig in place. I'm just gonna go ahead and pick first. I'm gonna go with the medium weight and black. I use black quite a bit, so I feel pretty comfortable starting with that, knowing I'm definitely gonna use it. And I know I'll use all of these, but start with that. All right, so the first step is going to be laying down a solid thread base here. It's like the foundation of a house. If you skimp on this step, things will fall apart faster than my New Year's resolutions. So I doubled that up on my collar. Position the bucktail on top of the hook and collar of the jig. Pinch it and start wrapping. Tight wraps are key here. Wrap it like you're bundling up for winter in Pennsylvania. And I'm gonna keep wrapping until I feel like I have a good base for that current layer. And I think I'm happy with that. All right. For a more natural look, you're going to want to layer your jig. Obviously, you don't want to stop here because that would be a very thin profile. So for that natural look, I like to layer a little olive and brown together. This helps mix it up for a good balance. So the first thing I'm going to do is just go ahead and take a nice cutting, again, off my bucktail. Less is more here. I've learned with my little experience that's the way to go. But definitely open to hearing from some of the old heads and experts at this, because I'm just learning and but really enjoying it. Say that much. So I'm going to try to focus this pinch on the side of the jig facing me. Again, wrapping those threads, not over tightening, but definitely giving it some force. I don't like those last two. My goal is to fold over. A lot of the bucktail towards the top of the head. Did a decent job. All right, I like that. Seems a little thin here at the top, so I'm gonna put a little there. So I got a nice pinch already kind of separated. I'm gonna go ahead and cut that away again. So I'm trying to piece this together little by little. Now I always just try to work my way towards the front of the head, jig head, as I wrap my thread. I don't know, I'm open to learning, like I said, from those that are more experienced. This is just kind of how I've been learning how to do it. All right. Pretty happy with that. So I'm just gonna really thread this down forward and then all the way backward. And we'll put a drop of glue on it. And we'll cut it down. happy with that. All right, last step will be cutting off all this excess here and gluing it. So let's go ahead and cut. I'm going to try to use these scissors. We'll see how it works. I'm actually kind of happy with that. All right, so I think I'm gonna get my pocket knife, clean that up the rest of the way. And we can always thread over. And there you have it, a custom bucktail brush jig that's ready to hit the water and fool some fish. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to Hooks and Hammers, and most importantly, drop a comment. Let me know what color combos of bucktail and powder paint you want to see next, or share your own jig tying stories. And if you're local to Harrisburg, hit me up. Until next time, see you on the water. Hook and Hammers.